Hey everyone, how you guys doing? It's Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery with another Legion premiere. And today I've got this Wicing. It is a throwing axe, but I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to be using it as a camp axe. Now Wicing did send me, a axe to test out. You could check it out in the video, and it failed. The head came off while I was chopping, and it was not good, but my philosophy is if I'm out there doing the work, putting in the work, I'm hoping that the vendor that I'm, trying to promote their product with a video, they send me a replacement, which they absolutely did. They asked me, instead of the same axe to use that failed, they asked me, what other product would I like to try if I was interested. And at first I was like, oh man, I was a little upset for the whole axe incident. And you could check it out on my video. The head came off, so that makes everybody look bad. It makes my channel look bad. It looks bad for the audience, because here I am trying to promote an axe and it fails. It's just not good all the way around, and it's also not good for the vendor. So I figured, I worked hard at it. I come out here and I do have some health issues. So every time I come out here, I always risk some health issues, believe it or not. And, for me, it's very important. If I'm out there busting my ass trying to, promote one of your products, and I made a deal with you, a video for, a knife or an axe or whatever it is, I just want to make sure that I've got a good product that I want to show everybody. In any case, I know I'm rambling a little bit. I wanted to give you a little background. They asked me, do you want the same axe, and or do you want a different product? And let me tell you something. They were very good about it. They acknowledged that the axe failed. They apologized, and at first I was a little upset, but then I gave it a couple, cooled off for a couple of days, and I gave it some thought, and I says, well, you have these throwing axes, right? So I says, let me give these throwing axes a try. And, that's what I did. I got a 3-pack, and, I opened it, and they looked really good. So I went to the Amazon website, which I'll go over the specs in a minute or two. I went over to the Amazon website, and I like to look at Amazon's reviews. And unfortunately, these axes got bad reviews. And, I was like a little disappointed, but, to be fair, those people, I think, were using them to throw, etc. So the handle would break and the axe head would get wobbly. But so far, the 3 that I've got, and this is the best one out of them all, in my opinion, the 3 of them that I got all came pretty sturdy, pretty good. A little dull, I did sharpen this up yesterday a little bit. And, I think I've got myself a winner over here. So yeah, I want to test it out. I want to see if this axe is good as a camp hatchet or camp axe, because it's pretty lightweight compared to some of the other axes that I've tried out. So, you know what, before I go any further, what are you guys carrying in your pockets? I've got this today, man. Well, aside from a couple other knives, but I was just screwing around with this today, and look at the pile I made over here, and the feather stick over there. So I was just using this knife to do all that, just to practice, relax, and just chill out. I wasn't even going to do, it's such a beautiful day, I wasn't even going to do a premiere. I wasn't going to do any video, but I needed to test out these axes, and I have 2 of them here. So before I go waste my time online and these things break or whatever, I decided, let me do some testing first on both axes, which I did. I spent about a half an hour on each axe. The only thing I didn't do with these axes is baton with them, but in any case, I want to test out these axes, make sure that I've got good axes before I go, risk my health, my well-being, and making another failed video, which I kind of hate, because I really do want to try and bring, as many people as possible some really good priced items out there, you know. So let's go over the specs on this. 1 second, troops. Let me get to Amazon, and I'll just go over these specs real quick. I hope everybody is having a nice weekend so far. So this is the Wicing throwing axe. It's a 14-inch throwing hatchet, great for axe throwing competitions, and it's a high carbon steel forged and wooden handle 3-pack. Okay, I have the 3-pack, but I'm assuming this is the best of the 3. I've been testing this one out, slamming it into wood, hammering, seeing if anything's going to come loose, if the head was going to come loose, or the handle is going to break, but nothing. So let me see if there's any other descriptions here. It's a 14-inch axe by 5.12 width. I'm assuming that right there from the edge to the end of the hammer pole. So it's designed for throwing. The weight of this axe is 1.85 pounds. It doesn't say what kind of steel it is. Hold on a second, I'm still looking. So, yeah, I just found some other measurements. So from here to here is 5.12 inch, and then from here to here it's a 3.4 inch blade, okay, axe blade, and then from here to the end of the axe is 14 inch. Weight is 1.85 pounds. So it's a nice light axe, okay? Let me just see if it says anything about the steel, because it just says carbon steel. Blade material, carbon steel. Handle material is wood handle. I don't know what it is, what kind of wood this is. Let me see if there's anything else here. They have a 30-day warranty, but I'm definitely past that now. All right, so that's about it on this axe. I'll put that up in the description section, in the comment section below for everybody. So let's take a look at this axe, okay? I like it. I do like the design of this axe. It's one of the reasons why I decided that I wanted to, go for the replacement. All right, and I got 3 of these, 3 of the exact same ones. So it's a nice looking head. This came with a rough edge, but now it's somewhat sharp. I can definitely, scrape my nail material. So it's got that very like convex type of edge, as you could see. Very, very, convex type of edge. And I kind of assume that this is pretty thick for this axe, because I've got thinner axes, thinner thinner axes that I purchased, like for example that Cobalt, and this is kind of expensive. This is like $25 just for this one axe. The 4-pack, the 3-pack. Let me see the 3-pack. So the single one, you could purchase this single, and that is $23.99, so $24. And then you have a pack of 3, which is $50. All right, $49.49 for the 3-pack. So I guess if you break one, you've got 2 more, etc. But when you buy these type of axes, you don't expect them to break. At least, not the handle not to break. But if you go on Amazon, you will see, that there are a lot of customers with pictures of broken handles, broken axe head. The axe heads wobbly and loose. The sharpening, man, these type of axes from these companies, they're always going to come dull. So you're going to have to prepare to sharpen, which I don't mind, because fortunately I have a Ken Onion with the attachment, and I just spent about literally 10-15 minutes putting a nicer edge on here, and it does have a nice edge. So let me show you the rest of this. It's a nice handle. It feels good. It's a nice lightweight axe. Now again, I'm not going to throw it. Okay, I really don't want to. I don't trust it to throw it, because it'll probably break. So what I did, today was I tested I have 2 axes. I don't want to name the other company because I want to concentrate on this one. But I have 2 axes that I got. One I still have to test. I'm doing a collaboration with that other company, okay? And I will be testing that sometime next week. And this is a replacement. So as far as I'm concerned, I did my video for this company, and they sent me the replacement. So, all's fair. As far as I'm concerned, we're even. I can't help it that their axe failed. Their quality control, they need to double check that. In any case, what I did was I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to waste my time producing a bad, failed video again. I really didn't want that to happen. Now, don't get me wrong. If I do the the tests and I do batoning and something happens, that's a different story. But, in a very controlled environment, in a very, very safe manner, I started testing out this axe and another axe. And I just want to make sure that, the axe head wasn't going to come loose or wobble or anything like that. And you can see right there, it seems pretty sturdy, but then I start getting nervous when I see these little cracks over here. See that little crack over there happening, a little crack over there happening. So who knows if this wood is good, it feels really nice in the hand. It's got a little finish. They must have put some kind of finish. I think I might be sanding this down to get a little bit more grip, because as I was perspiring on my hands a little bit, because it's a beautiful day, I could notice that it started to slip a little bit. So I might take some sandpaper and just lightly sand this down so I get a better grip. Other than that, it's not a bad axe. And I'll tell you why. Let me just put this down. Okay, I'll tell you why. Now, if somebody wouldn't mind telling me what this is, I think this is cedar, but I don't smell it. I don't know. I don't smell the cedar. However, I feel like I was pretty lucky in finding this piece of wood right here, because it's definitely seasoned and it was definitely hard as a rock, man. Hard as a rock. So it was a really long branch, and you could see it in my community post. You'll see a picture of a bunch of branches there. And I went to town on this, on these branches over here. And I went to town, and you could see on both axes just to test it out. And it was definitely a challenge. It was a challenging piece of wood, in my opinion, nice and hard, not rotted. In fact, when I hit it the first time, ants just started pouring out of it. I kind of felt bad because I probably just disturbed their nest, but it was too late. I really couldn't put it back at that point. So, I did start hitting it a few times, and all of a sudden all these ants start pouring out, and I don't know. I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh well, they'll find another spot to go to. In any case, this is some hard stuff, man. And both axes, I will say, for the initial test, which is about 15 minutes per axe, doing some chopping and stuff like that, came through. No axe head wobble. The dowel in here, or the axe wedge, didn't come loose or break apart in both axes. So I'm going to test it out. Now, I did test out a Cobalt, which is, I think I paid $19.98 from Lowe's. And, always come in a little dull. But I picked out the best one that they had, and I thought I got lucky because, I was able to touch my thumbnail with it, and it did, hold itself when I was trying to rock it back and forth and see if it was going to slide, to test out the edge retention. And I feel that I picked out the best one, and then I did put it under the Work Sharp Ken Onion, sharpened that up, and I did a video on that, and it came through with flying colors. This is $24, and I still think that the Cobalt, as of right now, is a good choice because of the price. But this one's not so bad if, somebody's looking to pay just a couple extra dollars for whatever reason. You may not like the Cobalt. You may not like the blue handles. You may not like the blue axe head. So this might be another alternative for a couple other bucks, But rest assured that I did do some testing. So hopefully when I do the actual test, we're going to get some good results. And I can give you guys a really good idea. Now, these axe heads do not come with the leather sheath. This was from my first axe head that I got from Wicing, and I just reused it for this one. So let me just pop it in real quick. Sorry about the noise, but the groundskeepers are coming around making their rounds and stuff. So there you go. It fits just fine, and I'm utilizing that failed axe head for this over here. Okay, no problem. So it's some form of protection, which is good. Let me put that back up here. All right. So there we go, troops. This is it, man. I mean, I am excited to test this out for you. You know, it did safely pass some initial testing, and you know, I kind of now can't wait to try it out. I'm not going to resharpen it. It's going to be left the way it was, because like I said, this is, whatever this is a hard piece of wood. So hopefully somebody can tell me what this is. I think it's cedar. It doesn't smell like cedar, but I think it's cedar. Whatever it is, it's extremely, extremely hard. And you know, this axe, including the other one, passed with flying colors. It went through. I didn't get no denting and no chipping since I resharpened the edge over here, the convex edge. So who knows? Maybe we're looking good, and it's something that I would like to test out and at least, you know, show everybody in a future video. Hopefully sometime next week, man. You know. All right, troops, legionnaires, new recruits, I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for taking the time to check out my channel. I really do appreciate it, man. And I hope, you know, let me know what you think about this axe. With these particular axes, you know, whether they're negative or positive, it doesn't matter to me on this one, because the first time I tried an axe like this from Wicing, it failed. So, but yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, and you know, it's just another video that will be under my belt. Listen, I want to bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day. No more there are veterans and active military who wants to get out of the service. They do face a lot of challenges, and unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So in the comments section and in the description section, I will have phone numbers that you can call, websites that you can check out, a heartfelt message from a Legionnaire, Martin Miller, one of your own, Vietnam veteran, 66 to 69. He's been there. He has possibly gone through what you are going through now. Please seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, I'm hoping that you are going to have a wonderful weekend. Today is really beautiful, and I'm just chilling out, relaxing, and decided to make this video for everybody. At the ready, troops, hold the line. Take care.